Let's go to Donna now, listening in Borrego Springs, California. I know where Borrego Springs, California is. I've been there. Hi, Donna.
Hi, Patrick. Hey, I was wondering, what do you say to people who say that the Bible's not divinely inspired? That it's probably been over the years translated, and doesn't mean the same as originally, or it's been changed, and so it's just written by man.
Mm-hmm. I'd say prove it. And
prove it.
Yeah,
wow.
prove it.
Then what?
Yeah. See, you notice how you just sort of stopped, like, just if somebody makes that claim, it's a gargantuan claim. So all you have to do is say, okay, fine, prove that to me. And then it's going to be like Porky Pig, hamina, 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 hamina. They won't know what to say. Yeah.
Okay. And then if they say to me, prove to me that it's divinely inspired.
No. Say, no. You're the one who's claiming it's not divinely inspired. Prove that. What's your evidence? Hamina, 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 hamina. You see? The burden of proof does not rest on your shoulders because you're not the one making the assertion. That person's making the assertion, so you leave the burden of proof on his shoulders because that's where it belongs. And then just sit back and pop some popcorn and enjoy while the person tries to prove this point.
Okay.
See, it's not that difficult, really. This is what's called apologetics. And apologetics is the art of overcoming objections. And very often, most of the time, our default position is when somebody challenges, we get busy and we start giving evidence. And, one really effective way to do it is just turn it back around and say, okay, how did you come to that conclusion? Prove that to me. And that's usually 9 times out of 10 where you see the person start to fall apart because they don't really have an argument. That's an assertion. It's a notion. And it's one thing to have an assertion. It's another thing altogether to have rational arguments that will defend and vindicate that assertion. And almost certainly the person who says this to you is going to be completely unprepared for you to say, okay, prove that to me.
Okay, well, what if it's someone that really is, not like searching or wanting to debate me? They're not Protestant or anything. They are Catholic, actually. They've fallen away. They've come back. It's lukewarm. Just
the same thing applies.
It's convenient or whatever.
Yeah, the same thing applies. In other words, if this person is laboring,
the discussion is over.
Not necessarily. It may be over between you and that person, but who knows what God has planned for that person. See, you may be the first link in a chain of getting that person's attention, because maybe the last 10 Catholics he said this to, they stammered and stuttered and went on the defensive and didn't know what to say. And then he meets you, and then you turn this into a whole different thing, and he's thinking about this. It could be the beginning of a series of events that would lead to his eventual rejection of that notion. So say a little prayer to the Holy Spirit, ask God to give you the words that you need, and ask questions like that. Like, hey, can you prove that to me? I'll be right back. Thank you, Donna. I'll be right back.
For more of The Patrick Madrid Show, visit relevantradio.com/Patrick.